Namaste Gurukulians, myself Srikanth, my dear students of Gurukul NILOKHERI and Gurukul sir. Hope you are fit and fine at your home along with your family members. So today I will continue again chapter number 13, Light, Shadows and Reflection of Class 6 Science. This is the seventh part of this chapter. In this video I will discuss about what is the main difference between image and shadow. What is the main difference between image and shadow? As I told you earlier in the previous videos, in the beginning of the chapter I have discussed what is light and what are the source of light and what are the luminous objects and non-luminous objects. Okay. Now in the next video I have discussed what are the types of source of light. There are two types of source of light: natural source of light, artificial source of light. Okay. Now again, on the basis of transparencies of the object, or we can say transparencies of the materials, we have divided the materials into three parts, that is transparent material, translucent material and opaque materials. Okay. I have given the one or two examples of transparent materials, translucent materials and opaque materials. Similarly, we have able to explain how light travels in a straight line. And what is the main basic cause of reflection? Because light always travels in a straight line. There are main property of light always travels in a straight line, and in this chapter there is one phenomenon, that is reflection of light. Reflection of light, it is the phenomenon of light by which light is changing its path when it falls on the smooth surface. Here in this case we can take smooth surface like mirror. When the light is falling on the surface of the mirror, it reflects back, it bounces back. Okay, this phenomenon is known as reflection, and we know that in the previous video I have discussed the main consequences and how shadows are formed. I have discussed in the previous video shadows. Shadows means the dark patch. Shadows means the dark patch. The dark patch formed by the opaque objects. In the previous video we have discussed light, shadows and reflection. What I have discussed in the previous video, basically shadow is a dark patch. Shadow is a dark patch that is formed by the opaque objects. Opaque objects means the object which does not allow to pass light through themselves. Light cannot cross through the opaque objects like cement floor, okay, wood, thick plastic. Okay, these are the metal sheet. Light cannot pass through these type of material. These material are known as opaque materials. Shadows are dark patch formed by dark patch formed by an opaque objects. Okay. Now basically shadow is formed. There are three things is required. Three materials is required. If we want to check how shadow is formed, we should require there is a source of light, opaque object and the screen. I have discussed in the previous video how shadow is formed. As we know that we have to require a source of light. There is first source of light, an opaque object, and the screen. The screen on which shadow will form. Shadow will form. Basically, light blocked by the opaque object, or we can say the dark patch formed on the screen is known as shadow. Shadow of that object. Shadow of that object. Similarly, what are the characteristics I have discussed? What are the main characteristics of shadows? How shadows? What are the main characteristics of shadow? How the shape and size of the shadow can be changed. It is totally dependent on the distance. Basically, in the previous video, there is one source of light. There is source of light. Next, this is opaque object. Next, screen. Basically, the source of light emits the parallel rays, or we can say beam of light. A beam of light that is blocked by this opaque object, and the dark patch is formed on the screen. That dark patch is known as shadow. Okay, so as in the case of reflection, I have told you, when the light is falling on the surface, it bounces back. This phenomenon is known as image. This phenomenon is known as reflection of light. And in the case of reflection, suppose if we have a smooth surface, there may be not perfect reflection. Maybe if there is a ray and it incident on the surface that is not smooth, it will be reflected back, but not 100%. For 100% reflection, there should require say a smooth surface, that is mirror. But if there is a rough surface and the light is reflecting back, you will not get reflection of light 100%, because some light is absorbed by that rough surface. Okay, so in that case light image will not form clearly. But if there is a perfect or smooth reflection is there, image will be very, very clear. We can see the image very clear. So what is image? Our next question is, what is image? Basically, image is formed when light is reflected. Basically, image is formed when light is reflected from the object. By the reflection of light, image will form, and that image is totally dependent on the surface of the material on which light is falling. Okay. Similarly, the image. So we can differentiate shadows and image. How shadow is different from image. So in this video we will differentiate difference between image and shadow. Here, image and here is shadow. First point, image is formed when light is reflected shadow. In the case of shadow, shadow is formed when opaque object block the light completely. Block the light completely. Okay, shadow is formed when the opaque object block the light completely. Second point, in case of image gives the full detail of the object. It gives the full detail of the object. Second point of shadow, it does not give full information or complete information about the object. It gives only outline of that object. It gives only outline of the object. It gives only outline of the object. Okay. Third one, image has the same color as the object. Image has the same color as the object. And here in the case of shadow, third point, shadow has always black. It always forms black, dark patch. Shadow always become a black color. It has always black in color. It has always black in color. Or we can say it is always black in color. So these are the main difference between image and shadow. Image is formed when the light is reflected from the surface of the object, but in case of shadow is formed when the light is completely blocked by opaque object. So dark patch of that object is known as, that will be formed on the screen. This is known as shadow. It gives the full detail of the object. Image gives the full detail, but shadow does not give the full detail. It gives only outline of that object. Image has the same color as object, but in case of shadow, it is always black in nature. So this is the main difference between image and shadow. After this topic, there will be the last topic we will discuss in next video. So till then you have to revise this topic and read the full chapter, and because very simple language is used in this chapter, as you will see in your book, very simple definition is given: light, source of light, types of source of light, transparency of materials, transparent, translucent, opaque materials, and there are two activities also given that will help you how we can study the nature of light, or we can say how the light propagates in a straight line. Similarly, what is the main difference? The main difference between image and shadow is, as you can see on the board. So till then you have to revise this chapter completely. Okay, thank you.